Hello, everyone. There's another re-record. I keep trying to uh, record this video. I keep making mistakes, so hopefully I get it right this time. Um, so I subscribed to Euroweather.com last night so I could look at the European model data, and I was able to look at it, and I figured out why the European model and the NAM are further west than the GFS and the ensembles, I think. So I just wanted to go over why, my observation here. So I'm looking at late Friday night. This is a 500 millibar vorticity map. I want you to notice the position of the trough here on the NAM. This is again late Friday night, late tomorrow night. It comes from Kentucky into eastern Tennessee, into Georgia. This is the main trough axis, and it goes off the west coast of Florida. So that's the first thing I want you to notice. Now I'm going to go switch to the GFS. The GFS is already further to the east, and you would think normally that's a good thing, but in this case I don't think it is. The GFS has the trough moving faster. So again, notice this location. It's further to the east, not by much, but enough. 50 to 100 miles further to the east. And then the NAM has a more vigorous trough, by the way, and is further to the west. It's slower. So what that allows to happen is it allows the southern stream energy was able to get out ahead of the main trough and start to combine with it, and that's why the trough is already more vigorous after the storm is starting to be created off the coast here. So look at all this southern stream energy. There's not much it's kind of scattered around, but you see it's starting to consolidate with the trough on the to the west. That's from the northern jet stream. And then if you look at the GFS, the energy, the southern stream energy rather, is out to sea here. It's not really consolidating as much with the main shortwave because it's further east. It's booting it out to sea rather than allowing it to come up the coast and then later on combine to the eastern arm of the shortwave. So let's go ahead another frame. So this is Saturday morning. And now let's go to Saturday morning on the NAM. Here we go. You notice the trough is further south. It's moving more slowly, and it's more vigorous. So you see that this arm is stronger. It's connecting with the southern stream energy that's now up the coast. And then in the GFS, look at all this. It's all separate. It's not consolidated because this trough is actually going, I can't believe I'm saying this, is going negative too quickly and pushing it out to sea. The trough is moving too fast. And so instead of the energy getting up to the coastal Long Island and Connecticut and combining with the trough is pushing it further out to sea. It's not consolidating as quickly. Let's go ahead one more. Now at 18Z on Saturday afternoon, you see the hook shape developing with the GFS, but the main storm is further to the east, and it has not closed off yet. Remember, when the isobars turn into circles, that means the upper level low is closing off. So now we go ahead to Saturday afternoon on the NAM, and there it is. It's closing off already. So there's a lot more consolidation with the southern stream energy and the northern stream trough because it moved slower and allowed the southern stream to come up to the north and west, and now the arm of the northern stream trough is connecting with that southern stream energy that was able to get out ahead and come up the coast. All right, so now we move forward again, and it's just the NAM is very vigorous. The European mile is the same way, and so now we're at Saturday night, and the upper level low has really closed off. So there was a lot of rapid strengthening in that time period. And then with the GFS, it doesn't close off till Saturday night, which is, a good 6 to 8 hours later. And it does make a difference where the low closes off, because if it closes off sooner, then southern New England and Long Island will get more snow. If it closes off later, then it's going to be confined to, regular coastal New England, central and northern New England. So anyway, it's the differences are very subtle, and the GFS is coming further west with each run now. So my forecast is going to be based mainly on the NAM and the European model, because I think the NAM and the European model more so have the right idea here. I'm a little conservative because I could go higher with the snowfall totals that I came up with, but I think what I have is very reasonable. But first, I want to show the surface map on the NAM. So if you look at the surface map, that's a little too early. Let's go to 0Z on Saturday, so that's tomorrow evening. We got a 1,400 millibar low. And notice that with the short wave coming across the central and northern part of the country here, you're going to get some snow out ahead of that before the main storm comes up the coast. So you're going to get light snow out ahead of the main storm in these locations that are highlighted in blue. So now let's go ahead. The NAM moves slow here, so now we're at Saturday morning. The low is down to 980 millibars from 1,004. So in 12 hours, we went down 24 millibars, which is extreme bomb cyclogenesis. And you can see that the heavy snows Saturday morning have extended from the Virginia coast, coastal Delaware, coastal Connecticut, New Jersey. I keep saying Connecticut down here. Why do I do that? This is coastal Connecticut, and there is heavy snow extending from here across Long Island, New York City, and then extending into up to Boston. And then this is Saturday morning. So the heavy snow starts, and then Saturday afternoon, the heavy snow extends pretty far inland into central Maine, down into New Hampshire, and then back across the lower Hudson Valley and into coastal New Jersey, and your snow is finishing up here in coastal Delaware and Virginia. And then the low slows down because when a low closes off, like this low did, we're down to 956 millibar now, which is just insane, by the way. When a low closes off, it tends to slow down and just do its own thing. So the snow is going to stick around into Saturday night in southern New England, Long Island, New York City. I still think some of this can come further west, too. There's a very strong storm. It's closing off rapidly. I still think that the precipitation shield could come back past the Catskills into eastern Pennsylvania and back into Maryland. And you're going to see that on my snowfall map. And then it goes up and out for Sunday morning. The final thing I want to show before I get to the accumulation map, damn it, is sometimes you want to look at 700 millibar vertical velocity, which gives you your upward motion. So darker areas of red, blue, and purple indicate strong upward motion. And the reason I look at that is because that's where you're going to get the heaviest snow, where you have the strongest upward motion. So let's go ahead here to late Saturday night. You already see some strong upward velocity in Cape Cod, Rhode Island. This is the NAM, by the way, eastern Long Island. And then this is not as strong, but there's still upward motion in the Lower Hudson Valley in northern New Jersey. And then we're going to go ahead to Saturday morning when the snow is really arriving in southern New England and Long Island and New York City. Again, not as impressive, but you do see some decent upward motion here, so we would be probably snowing pretty heavily. And then Saturday afternoon, look at this. You have intense upward motion along the New England coast, including Boston, extending back into central Massachusetts and central Connecticut, and then over eastern Long Island. So this is where banding is going to set up, and this is where my snow totals are highest, where these upward motions are occurring. So, there's the general snow accumulation forecast, but then you have to remember that snowfall amounts can be higher where snow bands develop, and these snow bands will develop where these upward motions are strongest. So I'm kind of thinking that, Suffolk County and Long Island and eastward to the east end, and then central Connecticut eastward into Rhode Island, Cape Cod, central eastern Massachusetts. I think these areas are going to be where you get your snow bands, and that's going to up snow totals. and then you go forward even more, then as the low comes up, this is Saturday evening, the upward motion gets intense in Vermont and rather New Hampshire, excuse me, and Maine. So you're going to get heavier snow bands up in these areas as well, and that's going to up your snow totals as well. Okay, so now we're going to go to the snow accumulation map. So this is just a preliminary forecast. This is based on a blend of the NAM and the European model. So I'm gonna bank on a pretty heavy snowstorm for the New England coast. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and introduce an 18 to 24 plus inch area extending from coastal Maine. This could even go further back, and then down into coastal New Hampshire, central and eastern Massachusetts. So Boston is included in that. Providence, Rhode Island is included in that, and so is Cape Cod. Any of these areas that I mentioned in here, we're going with 18 to 24 plus. And, if bands come in, you could get over 2 feet. But I think 18 to 24 inches is a good forecast for now. And I could even see this 18 to 24 coming back over the Twin Forks of Long Island. But I'm going to be conservative and not do that just yet. Then you have 12 to 18 inches for Nassau and Suffolk counties on Long Island. So anything east of Queens, I'm putting you in 12 to 18 inches. And again, if bands form over eastern Long Island, then there's a chance for more. And then this extends into central Connecticut, central Massachusetts, then into Vermont, and then into central and western Maine. I have you in 12 to 18, but again, I think for Maine, the 18 to 24 can come back further north and west as well. Then for coastal New Jersey, lower Hudson Valley, western Connecticut, western Massachusetts, and into eastern Vermont, including New York City. I think you're going to be on the 6 to 12, and right now that's the highest I'm comfortable going there. And then you have 3 to 6 in the coastal Delaware and Maryland, and back into coastal Virginia. You guys are further south, so I'm not comfortable going higher than 3 to 6, but I could see 6 plus in some of these areas if snow bands develops. Western New Jersey, parts of eastern Pennsylvania, including Philadelphia, 3 to 6, going up into central New York State. Again, the models are showing this not coming back as far west, but I think the snow can come further west, so that's why I'm going 3 to 6 up into here. And then you have 1 to 3 inches in most of eastern Pennsylvania, going back down towards eastern Maryland, and past the Catskills, approaching Albany, would probably be in the 1 to 3 inch range. So that is my preliminary forecast. I will update it tomorrow. This is not finalized. If the storm comes further west, then of course you can have some of these snow areas coming further west. Like I said, the 18 to 24 could come over the Twin Forks of Long Island, but I'm not confident enough to do that yet. So we stick with 12 to 18, and this could also come further back into Maine. I think the 12 to 18 is fine where it is, and everything else is fine where it is right now. All right, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.